defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion right is Tony. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And look at this defense for the Vikings.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big man rumble. Inside the 10.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Chiefs march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Jefferson moving in motion left.
Good route here.
They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped.
Under pressure, they got him again.
That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. And here's Ryan Wright now.
And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 4. Again, it's Pacheco.
Fights off the defender. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take 1 guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
2nd and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points.
oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
15. On the ground, this is the former Viking, Jerick McKinnon.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing, Cousins.
Addison hauls it in.
That one a first down pickup of 8. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Hey, flipper.
Cousins. He lets one go deep for Addison. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Come back.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Hey, steamer.
Cousins now.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They run it with Chandler.
There he goes, right side. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Throw. We're going.
Now Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Cousins. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here's Chandler. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. James now to return. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 6.
43.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Third and 8. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
And this will be taken at the 13.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
This 2nd and 4.
Hey, flipper.
Cousins.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Black.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. On the return, it's James. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
A good rip by Pacheco, and you have to go back to 1990 with Johnny Johnson with the Cardinals to find a rookie 7th rounder with more rushing yards than he had last season. The 251st pick out of Rutgers took over to KC backfield with 830 yards in 2022.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A handoff now for Pacheco. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second down, McKinnon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. That is caught. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 28-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Cousins now on 2nd down. On the move to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. O'Shane Ximines charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Black, black.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. hence the decline.
And here's Ryan Wright now, standing just about on his own goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Taken down at the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling.
And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Well, Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
2nd and 5.
Cousins to throw it. Eluding the pressure right.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Ripley.
And they'll run with Pacheco. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Yellow.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Here's Pacheco. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's Pacheco headed right. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
15.
They'll try and run with Pacheco. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football. But on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
They'll run for it with Pacheco. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. So this one in the win column.